Alright, y'all. I'm back. As promised. I know I did those 2 videos last week. I wanted to give them a time to breathe. I ain't want to hit y'all with bam, 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 4 videos in a row, same. So I want to let them breathe before I drop this, even though I have everything ready, written out and gone. So I'm going to start this off with, as you seen in the thumbnail, Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. I'm going to get the cast and the budget out the way because it's pretty much the same. And directors and producers and writers all the same. We got Michael Sheen as Lucian. We got Bill Knight back reprising his role as Victor. We got Rona Miltrin as Sonya. She resembles Celine so much. We got Kevin Grievous as Raz again. Steve McIntosh as Tannis. He got a much bigger role in this. Dave Ashton as Coleman. He more like a older, council member, elder classman of the council, of the Covern. And then we got Elizabeth Hawthorne as Astra. We had a budget of $35 million, a little bit more, and a box office of 92. It's the same producers and directors as the first two. And with this one, I'm gonna be honest, this movie, I watched it, I rewatched it and, to do this review, but I remembered it being a longer movie back then. It's only 1 hour and 23 minutes, and it's such a good movie that the time flies. I'm like, whoa, it's over. But this movie also is like an origin, prequel, love movie, war movie, and kind of like a freedom fighters kind of movie all in one. And as I get to the review, I'm gonna break down all those instances simultaneously, naturally, because this movie is great to me. And without further ado, Underworld. It kicks off with like the first two. It normally have Celine, but it got Sonya doing the synopsis of the war. Ever since William infected the werewolves who can't turn back, they just been at war. First era death dealers and Victor and the council members going at war. And now all of they, subjects in the ruling towns are starting to want to come meet Victor at the castle and talk about this issue. And I'm going to get to that in a quick little minute, because we got a lot of this ain't political or nothing like that, but we got a lot of council meetings discussing, because this is the prequel. So this is way before the councils are established in the first two movies. This is the beginning of the terror of what William was and things of that nature. So as we kick it off, we see Sonya on a death dealing mission. Where she patrolling the her area, her homeland. And as she coming in, you see the werewolves who can't transform, William's descendants, are chasing her, and all of the vampires, are just shooting at him with arrows and crossbows, trying to kill him. Lucian is the first generation Lycan. I'm gonna back up real quick. As she doing the origin story of the movie, they talk about William infecting and all of that things I mentioned in the first two movies. Now they done got to a control state where they capturing them and killing them and using them as outside the wall security guards and alarm systems for when werewolves come. Lucian was born a baby. A werewolf delivered a baby. So they show Victor finna shoot him like he shoot the mom, but he realized he got human form and something strikes. Maybe I can raise this dude like a pet, slave, and maybe I can crossbreed him and make more like him, so where they can be very, useful in the hierarchy of the vampire lifestyle and life. So back to Sonya, where she's on her horse, the werewolves are chasing her. All the death dealers are shooting and missing. Lucian start bow bow, because when she do her little origin shit, they say Lucian is the first Lycan, first generation, who can transform and control his bestiality from Lycan to human form. And unlike the first two movies he don't transform at all. It's like it's beneath him to turn into a Lycan. He do everything in his Lucian form the first two movies. But this the movie where you see he actually transformed into a Lycan a lot in this movie. And secondly, I think he might be, because I did the power scale and how I thought Celine was even on Blade level in the last one. I'm thinking Lucian is also, I don't think he's more powerful than any half-breed, like a Lycan werewolf or any powerful death dealer. I think they'd kill him like a Celine level. But Victor, he actually won that fight in this movie, and I'll get to that when I get to it. My point is, I think he's more powerful than even William was, simply because he can control himself. Even in his Lycan form, he got his human mind, where William is just a beast. And all of the Lycans, when they transform, no matter how big or little they are, they prototypically the same size as a Lycan. Where Lucian, when he transformed, he also bigger than a normal Lycan. Like Raz, way bigger than Lucian, the man-on-man character. But as Lycans, Raz being a big human don't make him a bigger Lycan. It don't transfer that way. And except for Lucian, he way bigger as a Lycan. So back to the movie, he saved her. She come in, that's when Victor she oh, so a Lycan wants to play with war weapons, and Lucian looking at her like, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to keep my head down. They got the shock collar around, so if he try to transform, it goes to his neck and kill him. So he a slave, damn it, ain't no bones about it. Victor come up like, Sonya, what you doing? Like, you should be a little more gratitude for Lucian saving your life. You know what I'm saying? And woo woo woo. She like, I ain't need no saving, blah blah blah. I don't know how they had this as a secret all their life, because it's scenes where they show the origins of Lucian and she looking at him like, should we breed more of him? And that's what Victor asked her as a kid. They about the same age. She like, whatever. You see in this scene, I recognize this on first viewing. They clearly gonna fall in love or already got something going. Nobody up on this but me and Tannis, to be honest. But the next scene is where you see Lucian doing his little, you know what I'm saying, top of the level slave, because he Victor's pet. All the other Lycans getting whipped and slaved and talked too harsh. He get to move around freely, talk back to the werewolf guards and shit like that. One of them getting beat and abused. He stopped them from doing it by grabbing his hand. That's like a slave grabbing an overseer hand in slavery days. But he didn't fight him back, because it was like, he had the position like a Steven from Django. He a slave, but a high level one. He could talk back and do all kind of shit. So dude, like, one day when you fall out of favor, I'm gonna get in your ass. And that obviously is gonna happen. So after that little scene showing his pool in the Lycan army, and you know what I'm saying, the how people treat him, he sneaks off to meet up with Celine. This wasn't a surprise. They didn't wait an hour into it or a reveal. This happened like 30 minutes into the movie. They have a nice Lycan werewolf vampire sex scene. These are nice looking humans, even though they playing werewolves and Lycans. So they have a nice sex scene. They get the pillow talking, and she like, so when you said you don't mind killing these your brethren, he like, yeah, I meant that, because they not like me. They ain't transformable. They just mindless beasts. But he like, babe, I'm fuck all that though. We are all the sons of Corvinus, which I showed y'all in the first two movies, William and Marcus' father. So why the hell y'all living in luxury and we slaves, me and my people? And since he the blacksmith of the slave army and building all the shit for the vampires, he done concocted a key to unlock his latch. Because if the collar is the only thing that's keeping them from transforming into they Lycan form. So he like, I'm gonna break this motherfucker, I'm gonna break out and woo woo woo. She like, no, they gonna hunt you, mark you for death, kill you, blah blah blah. And he like, you either with me or not. She kind of contemplating, you know she gonna say yeah. But as they creep off in the middle of the day before the sunlight, Tannis see the whole situation, blah, blah, blah. The townspeople come in like, first of all, you see the council members like, how the hell we supposed to protect our humans and we can't protect our damn self? All the gold and silver they giving us, they gonna stop paying homage if we can't protect them. William's kind has ravaged all of them and killed the slaves. Victor like, Tannis, make a note. Slaves and humans are upset that we can't protect them good as we promised. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear none of that shit. They like, well, you need to. And we tired of your daughter not being here for these meetings. Because So, I keep getting Celine and Sonya name mixed up, but Sonya is more of a death dealer like Celine. She ain't with the politics shit like a Craven, or even Lucien know how to politic, but she just into the warrior protect the house, not the politics. That's for her dad. They never mention what happened to her mom, like, cause vampires in a council don't die, and that's what Tannis is using. The information that he know her and Lucien got. If you give me your council spot, I won't tell, or woo woo woo. We can finesse it that way and you can step down. That's his blackmail tactic. So, as things start happening, Lucien start falling out of favor with Victor, because what happened? I damn watched this movie last night. I forgot what happened. Whatever. Something happened where he falls out of favor. No, Celine transporting the townspeople into the meeting I just talked about, and some Lycans attack, and that's when Lucien is on guard. He take his collar off to help help Sonya not die, and in doing that, taking his collar off with a key. They're like, what the fuck? That's against the rules. So Victor beat him up, and now he back like a regular slave. And that's when he get whooped and shit. And he come to Tannis like, how the fuck this nigga make a key? It had to be some woo-woo. Tannis come out with an extra key like he must have created it himself. So from that point on, Lucien like, it's time to go. He talking to Raz and them, they all caged up like a big ass prison. They fighting and shit. He have a big ass speech like, we are Lycans. That's why they treat us like animals. Y'all fight for what they give you. You bow down and tail between the legs when they come around. We need to revolutionize this shit and move out and be who we are. So they have a revolutionary fight. They break out, kill a bunch of werewolves, because they had a scene where, since Lucien is the first transformative Lycan, now everybody that they make him feed on become just like him. So it's like they all his sons more than Williams. The entire Lycan race, the species. So they all dedicated to him the way Marcus turned Victor into a vampire, and they dedicated to him naturally before death and after. So they break out a big ass fight, woo woo woo, kill a bunch of motherfuckers. He turned into the big ass Lycan. He can control Lycans and transformative Lycans, werewolves and Lycans, I should say. William can't control nobody, and they listen to you, woo woo woo. So Victor pissed. He go to his daughter room like, listen fam, who helped this nigga break the fuck out? Did you? He accused her. He ain't asking questions. She like, father, no. Hell no. He's a beast. No, I wouldn't do that. He like, well, somebody knows something, and this shit ain't finna pop off like that. And you know I told you when I was talking about Marcus with Craven, if the elder guys bite you, they can read your memories and your life story. So he like, baby, I'm sorry, but you forced me to, you gave me no choice. He smacked Sonya, grab her, and bite her neck. That's when he see all of the sex scenes that him and Lucien had, all the secret meetings. He like, blasphemy, you're with a beast. Oh my God, he was just disgusted. Like, I loved you. You were supposed to take my spot at the top of the table. Now, it's over for your ass. He walk out the room. She's not to be left. That's when Lucien, they pan back to Lucien them. He like, listen, she helped me escape. We fucking going back for my bitch. I don't care what y'all say. I'd die for this. I'd rather be a damn, not slave, but I'd rather die than not to have her. That ain't the package deal. So I'm going back for her, whether or not y'all coming with me or not. Raz, if I don't come back in 2-3 days, you take command. And his other dude like, man, she a vampire, fuck that bitch. He smack him up like, watch your motherfucking mouth, nigga. If it wasn't for her, none of us would be here. I trust her with my life. And as long as I'm in command, you will too. And dude like, I told you not to say shit. Dude said what they probably, some of them was already thinking, but still, you can't go against the boss. That's Machiavellian. Never outshine the master. So Lucien take his track back, you know what I'm saying, to the castle. He escaped, woo, finessing, get back in. and kill a couple guards, and him and Sonya. They have a kid. It's like, babe, you was gone, you was free. I deal with my dad. Why you come back? He like, babe, I couldn't do this shit without you. Romeo and Juliet. Went to the tune. I had to. So they get out fighting through vampires. They killing motherfuckers back to back. Him and his bitch. They throwing bomb grenades down the tunnels to, you know what I'm saying, sewer rat them, you know what I'm saying, draw them out. They climb up the tunnel and start having a final fight with Victor and his boys. Lucian going crazy on people, and she fighting her father, Sonya. So he like, you think you can beat me? I'm sparring with you, but you my daughter, stop playing. But she really beat him in sparring matching and put the knife to him like, no, I ain't trying to do that. That's when they kind of get the upper hand on on Lucian, and she looked back like, no, stop. And that's when her father, bam, bam, smack her up, put the blade to her neck like, this shit ends now. He like, fuck all this. I could have hid the fact that you fucking with this nigga on the low, and I could have just made it about him escaping in rebellion and not even put you in it. But the fact that you with this nigga, you killing our people in front of people, I can't even hide this from the council. Cause before he put the knife to her, she said, halt all your men for the sake of your child. So now, not only you fucking him, you pregnant with this abomination. He damn near threw up when he found that out. And that's when he said the line I just said when he put the dagger to her neck, like, ain't none of this gonna be forgiven. This punishable by death, treason. They tie Lucian up to watch it. This nigga a savage, Victor, his only child. He ain't got 3 sons who young or another daughter to replace her. That's why Celine became so important in the future. And they resemble each other too, fine and sexy as fuck. So the council have a quick little meeting. This like a trial where you already guilty. This is the sentencing stage. You know what I'm saying? Coleman like, the bestiality of what you done is betrayal or treason of the race. We can accept you not coming to the council meetings, but to betray your race and dealing with this beast is punishable by death. All in favor? Aye. They didn't hesitate, no drum roll. Everybody, aye. And then they get to Victor. It don't matter. It's enough motherfuckers overruled with the ayes where his no wouldn't have mattered. But he even was like, this council is more important than his own child. And that's what he was trying to tell Celine, Craven, and everybody else. This origin make 1 and 2 make way more fucking sense. So they leave out. Daytime come. They start dramatically turning the turns of the tide. That light come in and roast her. Everybody, this shit was dramatic. Everybody was like, the council didn't give a fuck, but Victor was sad. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Great scene. Victor was like, no, Celine, don't look up. Cause looking up is the opening of the, you know what I'm saying? The sunroof where the sun finna come through. And she looked at her husband, her mate, until the sun hit her and she died. He was just like trying to beast up and so sad and vicious. And then nightfall came. And that's when all the council members came in. They took the chain to Victor's coffin key off her neck. And the other one is inside of Victor from we all found that out from part 2. But it's nighttime, full moon, luckily. And Lucian beast up, breaks out, snatches the chain from Victor. Because he always wanted to release. If Marcus didn't do it, Lucian was going to eventually release Marcus. It was one of his ultimate goals. So the final fight happened, Lycans versus vampires. Everybody going at it. Big ass final scene. That's when he get the upper hand. Cause Victor tell Tannis, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Pack the elder guys up, Marcus and Amelia, and let's get the fuck out of here. But Lucian get notes to that. They have a final fight. He stabs him through the mouth. Instead of cutting his head off like Celine did in part 1, he stabbed him through the mouth and kick him off the ledge, and he fall in the water, and he throw the blade in the water, and Victor didn't die. We know he didn't die because we seen him in part 1. And happy ending, I guess. To be honest, this was a great movie. I always go between 2 and 3, which one is my favorite. It depends on how I'm feeling. But this, without a drum roll or nothing, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of a 10. This is a great movie. Stay tuned because I'm dropping part 4 next. I think that's Bloodlines or Blood War or some shit, whatever. But you know what it is. ZZ the King, your favorite horror channel, and I'm out.